wanted to jump on here and do a quick periscope about the blame game. I've talked to a lot of people who find themselves caught up in this game of blaming others or blaming ourselves even for being caught into situations that, really aren't that, um, they aren't that positive or aren't that good for us. It could be that you're in a bad relationship or you hire the wrong coach or you make a bad business decision or you do something that you don't want to do. Hi there. That's possible. That can happen. However, when you keep focusing, thank you for the hearts, I love it. For when you keep focusing on the negative things that have happened and you blame yourself for it, you can't move past it. I was reading the tail end of The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle this weekend, and there was this beautiful quote in his book that really inspired this periscope, and it says, "No choice." When he was talking about how we feel like we chose to be in a bad situation or other people judge us to have chosen that bad situation. But in fact, we have no choice, he says. The mind, conditioned as it is by the past, always seeks to recreate what it knows and is familiar with. Even if it is painful, at least it is familiar. The mind always adheres to the known. And I just thought this was such a powerful quote and a powerful part of the book, because that's often what is happening. Hi, Tammy. We are finding ourselves stuck, reliving what we did before and blaming ourselves for it, or, feeling the blame. Hi, Tammy. Or feeling the blame from other people. We didn't choose to put ourselves in an awkward situation necessarily. We did it because our mind wanted us to stay in the same patterns we've always had. And that's not our fault necessarily. We can do things to move past it, of course. There's ways to find forgiveness and to let go of that. But in the meantime, blaming ourselves or letting other people blame us is not really productive. It's actually keeping you from your success. Even think about when you're blaming other people. If you make a bad business decision, or you hire a bad coach, or, hi there. Oh, is it hard? Oh no. Yeah, it's really tough. And we can get caught up in, thinking it's all our fault and, it's because of us, we are stupid and we made bad decisions and look at the investments and look what it got me. But, Maya Angelou used to say, when you know better, you do better. And so it's really about freeing yourself from your ego, getting your mind out of the way. Listening to that higher power that's speaking to you. You can call it intuition, God, higher being, higher power, universe, energy, whatever you want to call it that you're comfortable with. That message is what you need to follow. Thank you for all the hearts, Tammy. I love it. That message is what you need to follow. It's not about having all the right answers, but it is about not letting your ego run your world. It's really important that you don't. Thanks for the share, Tammy. We can't be held accountable for things that happen to us, but we can learn from them. We can take the lessons that are being offered in that moment, and we can free ourselves from the patterns that are keeping us where we are. I was stuck in this pattern of not thinking I was good enough and working really hard or studying even more or learning a whole bunch more stuff before I would put myself out there in any big way. Yes, that's true. It's always a lesson. It's not my fault necessarily, but that's how I was brought up. You have to work hard. Everything you need to do is to work hard enough. And I always believed that I wasn't good enough somehow. Even though I don't think anyone ever really said it in my life, it was just the pattern that ended up forming in my head about myself. And so that carried forward. That's not to blame anyone, but now I'm freeing myself from it. I've done a lot of work to free myself from my ego. I'm not near free as I need to be. And it can be tough. Thanks, Roller Hearts. So I just want to encourage you all to keep going with this. Don't let go. If you can't hire a mindset coach, I get it. I am a mindset mentor and I have a mindset coach, but you can't always hire a coach. So read some books, jump on free webinars if there are some around this. And I'm going to be doing 3 webinars coming up here soon. And, read what you can, try different things. When you're being challenged and not comfortable doing something, do it anyway. Like, that is the time to free yourself from your ego, because you want to you need that evidence that you can survive and do something different to use against your ego, because your ego has lots of ammunition against you. So that's all I wanted to share. My webinar, I don't have the date yet, but it's going to be early November. I'm just putting the finishing touches on it. There's going to be a series of 3. I'd actually posted about doing one webinar, and everybody, there was like 5 or 6 people that said, please do all 3. So that's what I'm going to do. The first one is about how to get success when you are not, you're not in the vibe, when things aren't going well. So how do you get yourself into that mode when things aren't going as planned? So that's the first one, hopefully early November. I'll make that my mission this week to come up with the date and send out the link for everybody. So thanks guys for who's on here. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And if not, I will see you in the groups. You do have a question? Go ahead. Or yes, you're excited. It could be that too. Okay, that's great. So thanks, guys. And the quote I used today, thanks, I'm glad, I'm excited too, Tammy. The quote I used today was from The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So love you guys. Thanks, Tammy. Thank you so much for being on here. Bye-bye. Oh, now I don't even know how to turn it off.